If you voted for Donald Trump, you should never be allowed to visit a national park again, and I mean that so sincerely. Donald Trump has just appointed Kathleen Skamna to head up the Interior Department's Bureau of Land Management. Right now, in the U.S., the federal government owns about 30% of all land. This is 650 million acres. Kathleen Skamna is now in charge of all BLM land, which is 250 million of those acres. And she's made it incredibly clear that she's not interested in conservation. She's interested in increasing energy production, which basically means drilling on these lands. These lands that have been previously protected under other administrations and are home to hundreds and thousands of animals. Donald Trump has also appointed Brian Nesvik to head up the Fish and Wildlife Service, which owns 90 million acres of land. And he's been known to want to take species off of the endangered list before they're actually unendangered, meaning that resources that have been previously given to protect them will be removed once they're not on that list. These are the two people that are now in charge of over half of all U.S. government-owned land. This is not something that was surprising. This is something that we have been saying that they wanted to do. He's made it incredibly clear that he is not interested in conservation, that he wants to privatize these lands, that he wants to make money off of these lands. These lands belong to the U.S. people, and if we want to protect them, we need to speak up about it, and we need to do something about it. I'm going to be looking into petitions that I can sign, calling representatives, trying to do anything like that. Also, I'm sure that there will be protests and things like that that will come up that we can join, but this is really, really scary, whether you're someone that likes to spend a lot of time outside or not. Our planet is already dying, and this is just going to expedite the process.
She's right. If you voted for Trump, but you enjoy going to these national parks, you shouldn't go anymore because you voted for the guy who has been open about not giving a shit about preserving these national parks. You voted for the guy who's open about destroying the parks you claim to love. So maybe you should avoid going to them. There are a whole lot of people that should avoid doing a whole lot of things since they voted for Donald Trump. Right? If you're a teacher, you should quit your fucking job. Because you voted for a man to take away your funding. You voted for a man to eliminate the Department of Education. If you're a teacher and you voted for Donald Trump, raise your hand, then use it to smack yourself in the fucking face and go put in your resignation. Just like this woman said about the parks, right? You voted for a man who was open about, hey, we're going to drill on these lands. We're going to open up these lands for commercial development. So don't go out there and talk about your camping life and your fishing life and your hunting life and how much you hunters love to conserve the land when you voted for a man that gives fuck all about conserving any of our land. Who's going to drill, baby, drill, or at least that's his plan, on our land. You guys continuously vote against your own best interest. You continuously vote for people that go against what you claim to love, what you claim to want to see, what you claim to cherish. And then you get Fagad when he does something that ruins what you love. This woman is exactly right. If you voted for Donald Trump, stay your ass the fuck out of national parks.